Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's adjust things over here. All right. Greetings to everybody. Let me know how my audio is sounding. Let me know how the audio is coming through. Whatnot. I'm on Zoom. I'm on a different platform tonight. So we got to make sure everything is okie dokie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Greetings to everybody. Peace and love. Good evening. You already know what to, yeah, hit that like button. You already know what to do. You know what I'm talking about? We are here. We in the building, live and direct. Episode 199.
To this day. To this day.
Episode 199. I'm talking about episode 199. You know what I mean? We one episode away from 200s. You know what I'm saying? That is a big feat right there. That is a monumental feat for Melanin Monday. Yeah, man. We gotta celebrate. The episode 200 is gonna have to be something big. It's gonna be we're gonna have to bring that shit in real celebratory, like, you know what I mean? So I will be speaking to my team behind the scenes, and we're gonna figure this one out. We're gonna make this shit special. But enough about me. How is the audio first and foremost? Y'all said that it's crisp. Okay, coming in loud and clear. Sounds good. The sound effects is good, huh? That's what's up. All right, so what we finna do is we about to get busy and do the roll call before we get into our festivities for tonight. We're not gonna be on here super duper long. Yeah, that part. Peace to everybody in the chat room. Everyone is filing in. This is not one of those midnight shows. I decided to do something kind of early and whatnot. So here we are. Here we are. We are in the building. Thank you for everybody for pulling up. Peace and love. I hope everybody had a powerful, wonderful, monumental, strong end. You know, I hope you niggas is enjoying Juneteenth and whatnot.
To this day. To this day.
Getting your emancipation on. The mic sounded better a second ago. Is that good though? Is that good? I just got to position the mic properly. Pause. That part. So yeah, let's do a little bit of roll call. Let's see who's in the building. That's better. Okay. So we good then. We good then. Yeah, I mean, we good. It's a little audio reverb. That's just because the energy is high. Don't worry about the audio reverb. You know what I mean? We're going to twerk that out. That's just the frequencies is on high. You know what I mean? A nigga's in the cosmos right now. You know what I'm talking about?
To this day. To this day.
Don't let that get in the way. Don't let that ruin the party. So let's see who's in the building. Jersey. I see you, Jersey. Jersey in the building. You said the hair looks like a halo. I promise you, I did not plan this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my I'm in my ruffian stage right now. You know what I'm talking about? And it just works for me right now. Cali is in the building. Detroit, what up, though? Detroit is in the building. Albany, Schenectady, Troy, New York. Who that? Griselda? Yeah, Toronto in the building. Spartanburg's in the building. West Los Angeles in the building. T-Dot in the building. Rome, Georgia in the building. I see you, Rome. When in Rome. Atlanta in the house. Spartansburg, South Kakalaka, Virginia Island. Oh, Virgin Islands. My whole St. Croix. That's home. That's home base right there. That's home base. Greenville, North Kakalaka, Tremont section of the BX. I'll see you, McCoy. Sanford, Florida. Coca, Florida. Detroit, North Charleston, Atlantic City, East Oakland up in the spring. Flatbush, tennis, bomber Clyde.
To this day. To this day.
Rude boy dots. Only man them from Flatbush know about tennis court dot. Newport, Rhode Island. I see you. Harlem. Artist development in action. Okay. Okay. We see you. We see you. Salute to you. Houston in the building. H-Town. All right. Memphis, City of the Dead. That's what I'm talking about. Memphis in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Savannah up in this thing.
To this day.
Savannah.
To this day.
Kingstree, South Kakalaka. Never heard of that. Just hearing about Kingstree. Sounds like a nice place to live. Crown Heights up in this thing. Yeah, I'm Baby KT tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Just call me Baby KT. Tallahassee's, Gainesville. What's happening? See you, Gainesville. Gainesville. Myrtle Beach. LA. Big love for LA. Yo, man. I wasn't even able to make it to LA, man. I feel bad. I went through a slight depression. These motherfuckers canceled my flight. There was a whole bunch of flight cancellations yesterday. And I was on some last minute shit. I didn't go out on an early flight. I was on a late flight. They shot your boy down. So, the ancestors know best. So, we just gonna leave it like that. Minnesota. All right. Shout out to Minnesota in this building. Cold in Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota. Zone 6. I see you. Seattle, Washington. What it do? What it do? What's popping? Shout out to Seattle, Washington. Your pops is from Kingstree. Okay. Yeah, we definitely tapping in from the cosmos tonight, man. It's the summer solstice. Summer solstice is on the way. You feel me? We all made it to the summer. You know what I'm talking about? It was 100 degrees every other day in Atlanta. So we know it's finna be a hot ass summer. It's about to be a red summer. You know what I'm talking about? Shit is definitely lit. The solar flares is touching down. You know what I mean? The streets is on fire. You know what I'm talking about? It's lit. You know what I'm saying? The music is coming. You know what I mean? Outside of that Drake shit, music is on its way. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce finna drop. Hello. Montgomery, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? ATL, Jefferson was popping. Was goody. Was goody. Australia, KTL mothership. All right. Via the Fijian Islands. That's what I'm talking about. Fijian. Red Summer 22. Yeah, you already know, Jefferson, man. We gotta cook something. We gotta cook. It's time to cook up. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and gotta cook up. If I'm on Zoom, so if I find a way to play some music, I might debut a song or two tonight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, get you a haircut. Now I ain't getting a haircut. I'm going with it. You know what I mean? Let my shit grow like I'm getting money. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not even gonna cut it for a minute. I don't got nobody to impress out there in YouTube world anyway. I'm lonely. Shit, Yo, shout out to all of the fathers in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Yesterday was Father's Day. Shout out to all of the fathers out there. I said it on the show Thursday that I'm very proud in Black men, the way that they've been handling their fathering over the last 20 to 30 years. From my observation, no judgment, just from my vantage point, from what I've seen both on social media and in real life. You feel me? Like, I really respect the way that Black men have stepped into their fatherhood duties and responsibilities, and they was like, F that. Am I getting Wicks? Nah, I'm not. I ain't on my John Wick shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that far to the left. I'm just letting my hair breathe, you know what I mean? Until somebody come and braids this shit up. You know what I mean? I'm just giving it some time to breathe. You know, my son got a blowout, you know what I mean? So we just twinning and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We just twinning and shit. You know what I mean? He can't be the only one blowing things out. So I'm just supporting his blowout movement. But you know, on my timeline, it was a lot of black men was getting love yesterday, and that was very good. You know what I mean? People took a break from bashing black men for a minute, and they was giving them love, and that was heartfelt. You know what I'm talking about? That was very heartfelt. You feel me? So, you know, big up to the fathers, man. Y'all is important. You know, we don't really get a lot of fucking credit. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna get into that bag, but you know, we don't get a lot of credit. It's understandable. We got more work to do. You know what I mean? Um, they said I look like Bob Bill Ross, the niggas that be drawing the trees and whatnot. You know, that's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't he has a thing on Netflix. I didn't see that yet. Did anybody see the documentary on Bob Ross on Netflix? Is he a good guy? You know, I didn't see the documentary. I don't know if if that shit was exposing him or whatever. Because you know, whenever it's a documentary on Netflix, they're not just gonna give you the regular story. It's always some exciting shit that they throw in there. So I don't. But Bob Ross was very talented. Before a lot of these dudes with their TikTok videos, I be ask my wife like I be collecting those art videos on my Instagram and TikTok. I'm completely blown away and amazed by the techniques that the artists are utilizing to make these powerful fucking pictures and whatnot. They be having people painting with their hands. They be having people doing all kind of shit. I just be sitting there saving those videos like, yo, one day I'm gonna get back in my painter bag and I'm gonna be one of these TikTokers. I think when I retire from this shit, I'm gonna just fall back and just start getting my paint on. But yeah. Oh, he's a good guy. It's just a sad ass story. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna definitely have to watch that because I was inspired by him. I would be lying if I said anything other than that. But he really made me feel like I could just he made me feel like I could make masterpieces with the way that he was putting shit together for real. But yeah, shout out to Bob Ross. He is for the 70s babies such as myself, he's a legend. You know what I mean? He was on wasn't he on channel 13? Wasn't he on like public access? He was on the same channel that motherfucking Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Sesame Street was on that part. Oh, Gigi Bryant. Yeah, yeah. Rising power to Gigi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part. That part. Yeah, he draws the trees. I'll definitely be drawing the cosmos. I'll be drawing trees just on Saturn and shit. Like I'm gonna go extraterrestrial. Yes, he was on PBS. PBS. You know what I'm saying? So this strong in outside of Father's Day, we collectively were celebrating the made up holiday. Let me not say the made up holiday. The newly recognized federal holiday that's called Juneteenth. Okay. And, you know, although I'm not the biggest fan of that holiday because I feel like the holiday, based off of the research that I've done, that holiday is, you know, another one of their quote unquote lies. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily they're not giving us the full truth about that day, and they're not giving us the full story about the quote unquote people who they were identifying as slaves that were in Galveston, Texas, and whatnot. Based off of the research that I've done, you know, that tribe was an indigenous tribe. And I'm like, you know, to celebrate that shit, you know what I mean? Like, people making a big like we's free. Oh, we's free. You know, we's free. It's a marketing campaign. It's another way for the Roman, you know, it's a holy day in terms of their fiscal schedule on their fiscal calendar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. I can't throw all of my support behind that shit. You know what I mean? I can't put my energy behind it. However, I'm gonna get behind when the people come out and gather and celebrate, I'll show up for that. I'll show up for that. You know what I'm saying? I'll show up for that. You know, and I hope that by me showing up to a Juneteenth celebration, it's not me giving my consent and whatnot. I just like when the family gathers, and I don't like missing out on linking up and being outside. And whenever we gather, I'm gonna pull up. We had at Tassili's, we celebrated the Wizards of Raw. That's us making our own motherfucking holidays. And then we had the Malcolm X Fest. You know what I'm talking about? That's our own shit. I could stand on the Malcolm X holy day because I stand behind quote unquote El Malik Shabazz. You know what I mean? I stand behind the his legacy and what he stood for. You feel me? I represent, when it comes to Malcolm X, I'm gonna pull up. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people who are gonna allow any type of heresy or any type of he say, she say, and try to sway me away from the impact that that man has on my life. When I read that autobiography, and just based off of the way that my father taught me who he was and whatnot, I believe what my father taught me from mouth to ear. He ain't never teach me about no fucking Juneteenth. He ain't never teach me about no Juneteenth. And when he taught me about Emancipation Proclamation and the Civil War and all of that, he was like, that's a crock of shit. Now, what I do agree with and what I would stand on is the Jubilee. You know what I'm talking about? I do feel that that is a very, significant part of our history, the Jubilee, but until that story is completely corrected, until we can accept the fact that they were white slaves, European slaves, that they falsely identified as indentured servants, when we completely get the story, okay, yes, free Larry Hoover, that part. Until we can completely get the story straight about what the fuck happened during the Civil War, until we could completely get the story straight about who the fuck was over here that was in chains on these plantations, I'm not putting my energy behind the falsehood because I'm not. That's an oxymoron to who I am. You know what I mean? I'm the red pill. So I'm standing behind the truth wherever I find it. We are always going to be searching for the truth because there's so many falsehoods and so many lies. There's layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, onion layers of lies. And you believe what you perceive. So our perception of reality as it is, the shit is warped. Okay? It's warped. We're looking at it through a warped lens. So, I'm balancing shit out by standing behind the holidays that we put forth, that our people are creating. That time that we just went to the mountains and Stone Mountain and we gathered and whatnot, that's a holiday. We should do that every year. You've been celebrating Juneteenth for 20 years in Arkansas. What that mean? I don't get it. I don't really understand. But my thing is this, the celebration is one thing, but the truth is a whole nother thing. Niggas is celebrating Juneteenth, but nobody knows the truth about the Buffalo Soldiers. Nobody really knows the truth about the black quote unquote soldiers that fucking crossed our people. Nobody want to teach about the traitors and whatnot. Nobody wants to admit that these Europeans were the real fucking slaves. Not to say that our people wasn't prisoners of war, but we wasn't no slaves.
To this day,
wasn't no slaves, family. We was prisoners of war. We not no Slavs. So the language that we using is a misnomer, and you put yourself underneath a spell every time you acquiesce to this motherfucking language and these lies and these falsehoods. I'm here to get you out of the matrix, not to put you back in the matrix. You know what I'm talking about? our people is still looking at these people like they 100 feet tall, like they have some type of motherfucking say in your existence. Like white people done created your niggas on a petri dish or something. Like you got to thank them for your existence. Oh, thank you, white man, for my freedom. You has emancipated me and all of this stupid shit. That's not how it went.
To this day.
That's not how it went, though. You know what I'm talking about? That's not how it went. I've exhausted myself, you know, and other teachers, just not me. There's other people across the spectrum who be, you know, it's some people that go more deep diving than I do. They got more time on their hands. You know what I mean? They do more deep diving. They'll take you 2,000 leagues below the motherfucking sea and go deep diving to bring some truths to you. I'm peeling back the layers and just showing you shit like, hold on, wait a minute. The Civil War was what? You still believe that stupid shit that it was the North versus the South? Well, what about all of the motherfucking Indian land that they took in while the war was going on? What about that part? Why nobody want to talk about that? You know what I'm saying? What about the Aboriginal indigenous land that these niggas was stealing, both sides? What about the lost cause? The fact that they have on paper that they basically came and gave you a fabricated account about the whole fucking war. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So you can't believe nothing. Nothing. So I'm not giving my energy to none of that shit. The 4th of July is right around the corner. You niggas finna pop out with your Star Spangled Banner looking like the Dipset, not realizing the Star Spangled Banner shit is cool if you giving it up to Sirius. You know what I'm talking about? If you're dealing with the red, white, and blue and you are directing your energy to the Sirius celebration, that's a whole nother thing. But if we still having picnics talking about, oh my goodness, thank you, George Washington, for what you did to us and made this great republic. Now, that's some bird ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's some bird ass shit. In 2022, after all of the fucking work, after the millions of hours that you niggas spent on YouTube and you still regurgitating that bullshit, you know what I mean? After falling asleep watching these Bobby videos and Phil Valentine, and they explain to you how the occult and how metaphysics works and whatnot, that you're giving, you're the one that's creating, you are casting the spell. It's not the white, it's not the Europeans, it's not the Caucasians. They can't be the ones who are casting the spell on us. They are the ones that are behind the shit. You understand? They are the ones who are putting out the deception and whatnot. It's you acquiescing. It's you believing this shit. It's you and your third eye. You're projecting. It's you. It's not them. They don't have that power. You understand? They're just like in the book when they talk about the devil and he's coercing God's people. That's what they are. They coerce. You know what I'm talking about? They speak with a forked tongue. They're tricking you. It's you that's agreeing to this shit. You the one to make the matrix what it is, not them. It's not them. They're fooling you. They're fooling you. And the fact that you are acquiescing, that's why you niggas is tired. That's why you worn down. That's why our people are going through what we're going through. We're cursed and we're punished because we keep... our grandparents did not accept half of the shit that we accepted. How about that part? Why are we cursing our grandmothers and our grandparents who told us that we want no fucking slaves and we didn't come on the ship?
To this day.
Was they stupid or something?
To this day.
They didn't know what they was talking about, but they had land, they had gold, they had guns. They had 20 fucking children. They knew how to till the soil. They knew how to read the stars. They was traveling without GPS. How about that? They wasn't on no public assistance. How about that? And they was still chilling. They had estates. I'm talking about hundreds of acres. How about that? And they told you that we was Indians and we didn't come on no fucking slave ship. How about that? And you niggas disgraced them.
To this day. To this day.
You picked that up after Roots. And no disrespect to anybody that did come on a ship. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas is jockeying to be on ships. No disrespect to anybody that did come on ships in chains and whatnot by these pirates and these privateers and these corsairs and whatnot and these quote unquote traders and these planters. I get it. Yes, that did happen. But however, if you're going to leave out the fact that there was hundreds of thousands of us already upon the land and whatnot, we had shit popping before these people showed up and whatnot, and before people who look like me and you showed up, because they don't want to talk about that part. What about the people that look like us that came with them that was traders? Huh? Nobody want to talk about that? Nobody want to talk about the black troops that was running with the ops, that was running down on our people? Nobody want to talk about that? Huh? Just ask your peoples, especially those who are still, if you still got great grandparents and grandparents, they flipped this shit over after Roots and other things. When James Brown came with the crayon colors, I'm black and I'm proud. First, you niggas was colored and whatnot. What the fuck is colored? How many colors are you if you colored? You know what I'm talking about? Paper genocide, of course. They paper terrorists. I mean, I'm not going to be, there's enough conversations in the quote unquote ecosphere or the ecosystem of this community. It's been going on for more than a decade. It's tiring. You know what I'm saying? It's tiring. Yes, the Buffalo Soldiers were sellouts. It's tiring. But you know what? I'm on my Taj Tariq Bey shit. I'm just going to keep repeating certain things until the people get it, because it could be as tiring as it is. I'm here to teach. You know what I mean? I'm here to help people just, open up their eyes and see a different perspective. I know how hard it is to, drop everything that you think that you know. Some people, their whole identity is behind the fact that they are a slave and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? That's their whole identity. You know what I'm talking about? That's their whole identity. They can't go without that. They have to be victims. They have to be they have to be in chains and whatnot. But if I would have let you know, if you really go back in history, this shit turned over recently. It wasn't like you be thinking that this shit was going down from 1500s, that we was all in servitude since the 1400s and the 1500s, and this has been ongoing and ongoing. And I'm here to let you know, lies and deceit. Lies and deceit. If you look at the fucking acts, and when they write in acts, it's like, who said that? I think it was let me get the name of the channel that I was watching. Because I got to give people their props, because I don't, I'm not one of these niggas that be jacking for beats, because I don't have to. You know what I mean? I give props where props are due. What's my dude? How you pronounce that? My dude right there, his channel, right? He's a researcher. You know what I'm talking about? Kuriamo Ahu. I might be jacking his name up and whatnot. Who knows? But the brother is bringing receipts. He's doing his research. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, my phone you can't even see my phone through the thing. But yeah, take a screenshot. It's on my Instagram page. It's a lot of scholars that are basically drawing outside of the line and whatnot, and they are giving you information, that you are not going to receive from the mainstream scholars, the mainstream media, shit like that. You feel me? People are coming with receipts. They're doing their due diligence and they're digging. They're digging in those shallow graves, right? Yeah, Kurimio, right? Curry mayo. That's how it's pronounced. I'm just hacking names and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying. I'm giving the brother his props, and I'm saying that I checked out a video that he did about Juneteenth this weekend, this strongin' for that matter. And I was impressed, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely impressed. And I would highly encourage, y'all to go and do your research, go and dig in, go and dig into the archives. Yeah, Dane Calloway is doing his research. I've seen some things over the years that have impressed me. I love the documentary style of teaching and things of that nature. I haven't got his literature. I haven't bought the books that he has to do deeper research, but one day I will. So I'm aren't slave Slovaks. Yeah, we not Slavs. We not Slavs. 432 drop. Okay, I gotta check that out. I didn't know who that is. 432 drop. I'm gonna see who that is. You know what I'm talking about? 432. But there's people out there doing their due diligence, man. My whole thing is this. You could open yourself up to learn. You know what I mean? You could admit to the universe and to yourself when nobody is looking that you don't know everything. And you could ask the universe to put you in a proper position to give you information and be open to receive it. And you will be surprised how many things you bump into. You know what I mean? Should have just fall in your lap. You know what I'm talking about? It'll just fall in your lap. Yeah, the Duke of Tears, definitely, of course. That goes without saying. Turtle Gang, he's doing his thing as well. Turtle Gang is turning up. He's digging up a whole bunch of stuff, especially about the Lenape Moors. Things that just fall into your lap. You know? So especially after doing that research about the lost cause and seeing how all of this shit has been fabricated, and it was fabricated recently. I'm talking about right after the Civil War, going into Reconstruction, and then these statues that they got. Yeah, Rod Hayes. Yeah, shout out to Rod. Yeah, Tasha X. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, shout out to Tony at the Meta Center. Yep, I remember Tony. Tony was going in. He picked up on Dr. Delbert Blair's Living Legacy. He's been holding it together. Shout out to the Meta Center. You feel me? Look how ahead of time Dr. Delbert Blair was. He had the Meta Center many, many moons ago. Many, many moons ago, before they came out with all of this meta madness. Oh, that would, bro. How silly of me. Dr. Aline Bay, you know what I mean? I gotta say these names because I'm under the assumptions that everybody don't know everybody. You know what I mean? There's a lot of new students in the building and whatnot. So, the way that certain channels hear about other certain channels is if the teachers on those channels or those platforms have, are real enough with themselves, they can look at themselves in the mirror and they don't feel threatened by saying another man's name and whatnot. I'm being one of those people who I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say your name if for good and bad. You know what I'm talking about? If you got to get washed up or if you got to get cleaned up, or or we giving you your flowers and whatnot. It's either way for me. You know what I mean? So, and this channel, like we don't kick dirt on nobody's name like that. You really gotta, your hand really gotta call for it, for you to get dealt with on this channel in that type of manner. I would rather give the brothers they flowers and the sisters and whatnot and point the students in the direction. And you have to be very discerning. Don't believe everything that you hear. You know what I'm talking about? Go and buy them books. Do your research. Go and read. Not just your fucking Googles and whatnot. And it's bigger than the Googles at this point. Go on your expeditions. You know what I mean? Become a master researcher. A master researcher. You feel me? So do your thing. Yes. Read the spirit of man and woman. Learn how these teachers will, this new crop of teachers, along with the ones who come from my era, if you really pay attention, your sword will be fucking, you'll have a scimitar when you exit stage left. They will sharpen you up because they're going to help you really find out and figure out how to read energy, right? How to read energy, you know what I mean? How to spark the narcissist, how to spark the ego fucking maniacs amongst us, how to spot people who just be pulling shit out of the cosmos and freestyling. And there's a lot of things that you got to spot, you know what I mean? But it's gonna make you a better student. It's gonna make you a better student. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I give a shout out to my moderator in the building. All right. Give some love to the moderators. We need some mod love in the building. Send us some emojis. All right. We have Destiny in the building holding it down. You know. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, Bob, definitely brother Cabo Kameni, you know what I'm saying? The OG, the master teacher and whatnot. I'm gonna take a poll before the show is over about what class should we do coming up towards the end of this month. Next weekend or next Sunday for that matter, we're gonna have what we have labeled the brunch and build. All right. We're going to have a brunch and build. That's going to be an online lecture that we'll be doing a live and we'll be doing a Zoom for it early in the rising and whatnot, probably 11 a.m. like we did 2 weeks ago. So we're going to repeat that this Sunday, not this Sunday coming up, but the end of the month. I think we on the 19th. I think it's the 28th or the 29th. So I definitely want to see what topic is interesting to people. I'm thinking about bringing back stream chasers because of the current state of the economic economic climate. You know what I mean? It's a little shaky out there. You know what I'm talking about? It's a little shaky. The Feds done raised up the interest rates. Crypto is crashing. Stocks is crashing. I told y'all before, get your motherfucking gold. This is the fucking thanks that I get. You know what I mean? Like Drake said, thank me later. I tried my best and was like, get on these assets that don't depreciate. So for the brothers and sisters that put their money into the gold and the silver, now you have the option to go and clean up, right? You got the option to go and clean up, right? The motherfucking what? You could go and clean up and buy all of the crypto that your heart desires. Ethereum is under $1,000. It's time to go shopping. But a lot of people don't have that motherfucking liquid cash right now because there's an inflation going on. And gas is and rent is too damn high, and eggs is too damn high, and motherfucking bread is too damn high, and milk is too damn high. It's time to go vegan. Better start looking into that almond milk, my nigga. You better start looking into the mock scrambled eggs, impossible eggs, my nigga, because shit looking crazy out here. I was in Whole Foods the other day. I was like, damn, this shit is all designer. I might as well buy me some Gucci flip-flops. This shit designer. Yeah. That part. Yeah, Ethereum is under 1K. You feel me? Ethereum is under 1K. What a fucking time to be alive. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, pay me in crypto. There's nothing wrong with that. If you know what you looking at, shit. 100,000 right now, 100 racks, you good. You good. You could stand tall, my nigga. I don't give a fuck if that shit turned to $1. I don't care if the Ethereum go to $1. 100 racks worth of Ethereum right now, you're good. Because when we talking long term, so we talking 2023 type of flex in 10, 24, that part. Oh, it's back up to 1,000. Okay, see shit going up, shit going up. You better catch it before it go all the way up. But 100,000. You know what I'm saying? And a nice little investment. We could collect 100,000. That's not asking too much. That ain't a lot. You know what I'm saying? We gods and goddesses, ain't we? We kangs and shit. That's not asking a lot. You know what I mean? I've seen 100,000 get blown on less. And you put that shit to the side, let that mature. You know what I mean? You bring in some of these stock dudes, and they could help you clean up some of these stocks that's about to go through the roof and whatnot. But you see, niggas said crypto was over with. Nah, fuck out of here. They've been saying that for years. I ain't hell to the no. I ain't falling for that one. I was in the building when niggas was trying to bury crypto in 2017 when Bitcoin was falling and niggas was contemplating jumping out of windows. And then that shit went skyrocketing to the moon. It ain't dead. It's not dead. It's not dead. That's for people who, y'all don't have no vision to the future. It's not dead. I ain't having that. You know what I'm talking about? That shit is not dead. But going back to what I said, man, that gold and that silver, them precious metals that we was telling you about in March, right? In March, we had the master class within Cairo. I might bring him back because he's gonna talk. I'm gonna let him talk his shit. I might have to bring him back so he could talk his shit because, this is what this is about. We are here to prepare you for the future. When I speak sometimes, it's not for today, it's for tomorrow. You feel me? When I speak, it's not usually for today. I'm projecting into the future. I'm setting you up for some shit that's 30 and 60 days down the line and whatnot. I have foresight. I have foresight. And I've been doing this since y'all know me. You feel me? And that's not me tooting my horn, but I just got to give you my resume. Like, go and do the research. I've been doing this, so I'm going to continue to do it. So now it's time to not be nervous. It is time to invest. So I'm contemplating doing a Stream Chasers class where we're going to give you 44 ways to basically strive and thrive through the recession. Okay? Because it's doable. Right. And I know that the people are going to need that shit. They need it. So if that's something that y'all need, put some emojis in the chat. You know what I mean? I'm taking a temperature of my audience to see if that's something that y'all going to be interested in. You feel me? Because to be honest with you, I'm not going to waste my time. I got other things that I could be doing, family. I will not waste my time. I could fall back and just get into some other shit. You know what I'm talking about? I could go work on my album or do some other things, but I want the people to get this information because I don't want y'all to be nervous out there because the fear mongering, the fear index right now is at an all-time high. The media is in a fucking fear bag right now. Promise, I can't even walk past the television, let alone look at that shit. I be in Walmart walking past the TV section, and there's just the shit that's coming out of the electronics motherfucking section get me scared, bro. Like, they on Fox 5 going in. They got y'all ready to sell your left leg and whatnot for some fucking gas, bro. You feel me? Oh, the emojis is lit up. Okay, this shit looking like a California forest fire. I see all of the fires. You know what I'm talking about? I see all of the fire. You feel me? Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna have to sit down with the team and we're gonna figure this out. You know what I mean? We're gonna figure this out because Everybody don't do crypto. This is not going to be 44 ways to get into crypto. This is going to be 44 ways to strive and thrive through the recession. So there's so many different ways that you could tap in. It's just that you might not know about it. And we don't want to just we don't want to be reactionary. We want to be proactive. I love you too. We want to be proactive. We don't want to react, because when you're reacting, that's when you're in your fear bag. That's when you're nervous. That's when you're not confident. You don't have your feet planted. Yeah, Biden fell off of his bag. He fell off of his bike. I mean, yeah, that's symbolic and whatnot. This nigga fell off of his bike. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? The empire is falling. Your president is falling off of his bikes. He's not on his bike, my nigga. He's not. Imagine if Meek Mill fell off his bike. He's not on his bike. You feel me? This nigga has no hand-to-eye coordination skills. You feel me? The clone is falling apart. This shit looking crazy. This shit looking crazy. You feel me? So we are going to, yeah, he fell off the bike while he was getting off the bike. How goofy can you get, bro? Like, my nigga, you know what I'm talking about? We did it, Joe. Yeah, we surely did. He fell down the stairs. He fell up the stairs going on the airplane. Then he fell off the bike. Where else is he going to fall? You know what I'm talking about? This shit is a circus. This is a circus. You know what I'm saying? He's a horrible president. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased and whatnot towards the Democrats. He's worse. He's my nigga. He's making Jimmy Carter look like a fucking like an emperor. Like, he's the worst president I've ever seen with my two eyes. Whenever I see him, because this nigga, you thought Trump was going on vacation a lot. This nigga's out to lunch every day. Every day. He's the worst. The policies are the worst. The fucking his press conferences is the worst. He looks the worst. His wife, remember, at least I had Melania Trump to look at. Who's his wife? What the fuck is she doing? And then the vice president, goofy ass Kamala with her Timberlands tucked in. What's her job? What the fuck is her story? Where's she at? This shit is crazy. He's out to lunch every day. You know what I'm talking about? He's on his lunch break every day. It don't even feel good beating up on him. I'm feeling like, you feel me? I feel like I'm beating up on the elderly or something. I feel like I'm in a group home just socking niggas and whatnot. I don't even feel right. Talking crazy about him. He's washed. He's washed. And his Wiz is washed too. They both washed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kamala's, yeah, she's super sad. His wife is definitely the weed carrier. She just carries the pills. She carries the cocktails and whatnot. Like, you feel me? She's fucking like, what are y'all out here doing? This who you voted for? I would have rather seen Bernie Sanders, old ass. This who you voted for? The fuck? The hell? This shit embarrassing, bro. It's not even fair. But while we're distracted with the clown tactics of our the president is still acting unpresidential, while we distracted by this demented ass, poor excuse of a fucking human being, you got to understand a lot of shit is going on behind the scenes and around the world, in global politics and foreign policy, shit like that. So I decided, with the shit show taking place on my watch, that I'm not going to just give them any of my energy and attention because I value it so much. I'm going to utilize all of that fuckery to be the battery, you know what I'm talking about? And the fuel to push me and mines and my network to just go super duper harder, you know what I mean? And to restore the faith in the people that this shit is over with. We really have to look at this shit like it is done. There's no saving this. There is no saving this. And to be honest with you, the reason why that they're still standing up, even though they're standing on their ankles and whatnot, is because we are the ones that are holding them up. It's our faith in this de facto defunct ass government that's still giving it its life. Promise you. I promise you, because even the Nordics have withdrawn their support. You go and hang out at a white bar and eavesdrop on what the fucking what the Karens and Charlies are talking about. They're done with this shit too. You know what I'm talking about? They're done. Like they ready to tear this shit to pieces. Henceforth, the whole January 6th type of thing, that shit is gonna, you know what I mean? That has the propensity to fucking mushroom into something much bigger. Much bigger, because if they didn't take them people out and hang them from January 6th, if they didn't publicly hang them, if they didn't put one or two of them niggas in a chair and whatnot, if they didn't take them in the back and fire squad them, if they didn't put them in Guantanamo Bay, they didn't hang nobody. So they didn't hang nobody. What the fuck? That means that, you know what? We're gonna do it again. Hey, Bob, we're going to take another shot. You know what I mean? There's the invisible empire, the mycelium network of homeland terrorism. They're in the military. They're on Capitol Hill. They're in the motherfucking lawyer offices. You seen the people that showed up to the January 6th. They were showing you the invisible empire. There was people from all walks of life at that rally. Imagine if it was some melanated people playing around at the Capitol. They would have dropped a fucking atom bomb on these niggas. They would have still been cleaning up the rubble to this day. Hold on.
To this day.
They'd have still been cleaning niggas up.
To this day.
So it's over, y'all. Don't even, I'm preaching to the choir. Y'all already know this, but take this shit to your networks and to your stand on a fucking mountain and scream that shit. Get on Stone Mountain with a bullhorn and be like, it's over, bitches. It's done. The more we say that, the quicker this shit accelerates. It is over. Let it fall. Don't try to fucking catch it. Let it fall. Get your blickies. Polish off your motherfucking bullets. You know what I'm talking about? Store your CMOS and dedicate your energy to your tribe. Like how we was at the Juneteenth celebration, right? The gathering. And to be honest with you, I know the promoter, the brother by the name of Bob and whatnot. So I'm not taking my personal politics and gonna sit out and be like, nah, I'm not gonna pull up to no Juneteenth affair because Juneteenth is a lie. No, I went to Juneteenth and I was telling the people the truth. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? When I had time, I'm like, yo, do you know about this shit? Do you know the real story? Da, 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 da. You know? So you got to pull up and let your light shine and whatnot and drop the motherfucking gems and pass out some pills and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I was out there pill popping. So I went live on Friday. Yeah, housing is out of here too. You know what I mean? Get you a fucking tent, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Get you a tent. Yeah, I read that shit. They gave this nigga Patrice Lumumba's gold tooth back to his family. How foul is that? It's 2022. They was holding on to his gold tooth in Belgium. That's an act of war. Facts. This niggas was holding his gold tooth, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So on Friday, I went live on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram. I walked around the Juneteenth, right? I didn't have to do it. You feel me? I could have been walking around soaking up, adoration from the people, feeding my fucking ego and all of that stupid shit, you know what I mean, that people be doing. But I'm like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let me go live and let me show my network who, mine is in Sweden. I do the roll call, so I know where y'all at. T dot, the UK, Virgin Islands, JA. So I have a global audience. So I'm like, shit, let me finna go live because I have to reassure my network at the end of the day, because we are a consumer-based people, no judgment, right? No judgment. I'm just calling it for what it is. We are a consumer-based people. It's not nothing really wrong with that. So I know what the people are attracted to. They want some shit that they could buy. They they want to hear that good shit, but they, motherfuckers is into products at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Your hair is hungry and needs some products. You need hair products. You got to put clothes on your body. You know what I'm talking about? People be hungry. They want some vegan food. You know what I mean? Niggas want to drip and whatnot. So they need jewelry. They need clothing. They need apparel. Right? Bed sheets, curtains, hair products, eyewear, you name it. It was all out there this strong in. It was all out there. I got books. I was picking up a lot of stuff. You feel me? I was picking up a lot of stuff. I was supporting the people. I wanted to really throw 50 bands. I wanted to throw 50 bands at that event. I really did. Wasn't in the budget though. You know what I'm talking about? Wasn't in the budget. But I want to do to those vendors what our people would be doing at Gucci and Dior every fucking day in Buckhead and in other places in Atlanta. And Versace and Fendi and all of that, all of those Roman brands. I wanted to blow bags like they blow bags for these crackers who still be following you in the store, won't even give you no champagne to drink. But what I really wanted, and I wanted the network to see for their own eyes, it's not me, because sometimes these channels and these teachers be out here bluffing the people. Sometimes they be blowing smoke up asses. I'm like, I'm just giving you the real. I'm here to let you know our people got their shit together. They not playing. They not waiting for nobody's permission. They are competing with products in Target in other places. They not out here struggling. It's not no thirsty shit. You know what I mean? It's not janky, my nigga. Times done changed.
To this day.
Times done changed.
To this day.
The times, niggas done stepped it out. There's been a leveling up. I think it was the PPP loans, but niggas done stepped it up. We got real products in this community. They had the black detergent, underwear. It was a clothing line called Champs. I'm not finna show you niggas my underwear, but the shit is fire. Called Champs. They was out there with the Seymours, like it was like they was a cartel, nigga. Big pounds of Seymour I'm talking about. I mean, it was beautiful, y'all. I went and bought some lemonade from two little girls and whatnot. They look like sisters. You feel me? And the shit was full of sugar, but I still drank it because these are some very young entrepreneurs. So I had to support that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what grade of sugar are you using? Nah, give me that. Give me 2 cups. Real talk. Gotta support the youth, of course. I pass that shit to my son. You know? Pass that shit to my son. He started going crazy. He's doing cartwheels and all kind of shit. You know? I mean, our people are some beautiful fucking people, bro. I wouldn't mind being around our people when this shit falls apart. Okay? I wouldn't mind that. I would rather be amongst them than to be amongst the knuckle draggers, to be amongst the Nordics, to be amongst people from other nationalities that don't understand us. No, I want to be around tribe. I want to be amongst tribe. I have to be connected to the tribe because I don't feel no fear. We looking like superheroes. Yo, we took a picture. I'm like, yo, we look like superheroes up in this thing. What the fuck? Like, do we realize who we are? We not regular. We are not regular, and that's a great thing. To not be regular in these days and times, shit, that's a fucking achievement. That's an achievement. It's some black demons. That goes without saying. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even gotta say this. That goes without saying. Like, wow, I didn't know that. That goes without saying. And even when it comes to the demons are able to operate on sidelines, but they can't necessarily operate inside of the circle. Wait, y'all wasn't hearing the sound effects? You didn't hear the sound effects this whole time? I'm pressing buttons and playing games. What are we doing? You wasn't hearing sound effects? You know, we are some beautiful people. I seen some beautiful people, right? I seen some beautiful people. I'm talking about beautiful. I seen some beautiful children, some beautiful women's, some beautiful men, some beautiful elders. It was a beautiful time to be alive. It is a beautiful time. When they say, what a fucking time to be alive, or alive, right? Alive means conscious. Alive means awake. Alive means healthy, minded, healthy spirited. That's what alive. Alive don't mean the fact that you just woke the fuck up and wiped the fucking sleep out of your eyes. That's not alive. Because people are living backwards, and lived backwards is the evils or devil, right? People are living completely upside down and backwards. Okay? That's not alive. What a fucking time to be alive means what a fucking time to be woke. What a fucking time to be conscious. What a fucking time to be lit. You know what I mean? Super litty and whatnot. Our people provide the vibes. And to be honest with you, we need the vibes. We need the vibes. I was talking crazy about Atlanta a few months ago. Y'all heard me. You remember that? I was, you know what I mean? I was shitting on Atlanta. Rightfully so. They wasn't outside. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on in the city when you're in the house. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, living is thriving and striving, right? We could be very much more strive. We could be striving a lot more if we were to be more closely knit, right? If we were to work more cohesively, right? If we were to see the value in each other and act on it, not just see it, but to act on it. Like, look, brother, I see look, sis, I see the value in your hair braiding. Instead of me going to the African women that braid hair, no offense to them, right? Shout out to my sister Fatima, right? Shout out to the Africans. But I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to my sister. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of my community. This is a part of my network because she needs or she would fare better with my support. Instead of me going to eat at some European restaurant where they might be spitting in my food in the back, even though it's vegan, I'm going to go to Tassili's. I'm going to go to my melanated brothers and sisters and I'm going to eat with them because we got to eat. So if I know that we got to eat and it's just me, and if I do it, if 100 of us do it or 1,000 of us do it, then these quote unquote, because I promise you, I've been around the world and yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere else that's fucking with the vegan food in Atlanta. They got options. They got options. Somebody needs to come out here and take over Anthony Bourdain's motherfucking slot that he left open and come and do a food show in Atlanta because the food out here is banging. Shit banging. Food out here banging, y'all. I promise you. Yeah, that Punani rap, that shit is at the top of all of that, but it's a lot of places out here that's banging. You know what I'm talking about? Food wise. So it's like you don't even got to eat with nobody else but your people. You go out on a date, take your shorty, you know what I mean? To any one of these. The New Black Wall Street got banging food. The West End got banging food. Seven Nanda, if you're trying to cook and whatnot, that's in the Little 5 Points. They got banging groceries. Wadada got it's a bunch of shit. This is the vegan mecca for real. I'm not just saying that. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying that because I'm out here. You know what I mean? I don't have no horses in that race. I'm just keeping it a buck because everywhere that I go, I test, you know, I try the restaurants out, you know, I try out the local food and whatnot. They got it going on out here. I done tasted some shit, bro. Soul food vegan. The Hebrew Israelites who have the store in the West End. Is that soul food vegan? Ooh, plant-based pizza. Plant-based pizza's banging. Bakari's is banging. It's a whole bunch of co-op farms. Yes. Banging. The sisters who have the Somerville Village, they was out there with Queen Afua. Somerville Village is, you know, some brothers and sisters who went and bought mad acres outside of the city, and they're developing they're developing on that land. And then we have the Hereafter Farm with brother Ben X and the good brother Farrakhan. They're building out on hundreds of acres. Hundreds. You feel me? Shit happening. Yeah, Soul Vegetarian. Right, Soul Veg. I had some kale from them the other day. Oh my goodness. Shit. Banging. Banging, banging. And to be honest with you, you know, the prices are affordable. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we're looking at our future multi-million-dollar brands. Like Slutty Vegan is not going to be the only quote unquote rising star coming out of Atlanta. There's a whole bunch of, she kicked the door down, right? She's the one that kicked the door down, and to show you that you could be $100 million business just off of vegan food. But there's others that are coming right behind her. Right behind her. Yeah, Magic City got some good ass wings. Never lie. So do Strokers, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So do Strokers. That part. Yeah, they got some good mac and cheese. Soul Veg has some good mac and cheese. You know, I'm a foodie. I know it don't look like it, but I'm a foodie. And every girl that I know is a foodie, damn near. You know what I'm talking about? Even the ones that's wild skinny, they all foodies. Oh yeah, Blue with the Cosmic Kale. I was talking because you know, Blue Pill, He got a mean he be whipping shit up. Mama Pill, she has a culinary license. Like she's licensed to do shit. And KT the arts degree. So we're having this conversation about starting up a little restaurant and shit. You know what I mean? We're gonna start a little restaurant because that needs to we need to throw our hats in that ring. You feel me? We definitely need to throw our hats in that ring because this food shit is serious in Atlanta. This is their religion. This is culture. Because soul food is food that you put your soul in. Soul food is food that you put your soul in. You feel me? So it don't have to be hog mogs and chitlins and whatnot. And that love that those black women with the two elbows was putting into that food that they call soul food, that's the shit that made that food magical. That's the shit that made that food healthy and whatnot. It's almost like they alkalized the motherfucking chitlins. Oh, I ate some food from Mall Eats, bruh. When we was in Miami in 2020, I think I was at I was at Keys. We was at the Airbnb with Keys and the brother Mall Eats. If y'all not following Mall Eats on Instagram, go and check the brother out. I shit you not. And I'm not here to cap. I don't do a lot of capping. It ain't too much cap in my rap. He got the best vegan food I ever tasted. Facts. That's a huge stamp right there for a whole human being that I'm giving out. But bruh, I ain't never taste no food like that. And it was all soul food. Bruh, I done ate a lot of food from a lot of people, but that plate right there, it was like 5 or 6 courses. It was a 7-course vegan meal. My nigga. Fire. This shit tasted like I was eating real southern cuisine. Like my goodness. If you in Miami, y'all need to reach out to the brother Mall Eats. If you in Fort Lauderdale, I don't give a fuck. If you in Florida, tap the brother on the shoulder. Even he be coming to Atlanta sometimes too. And he's out there giving cooking classes for a few bands. You're gonna pay like you weigh, but he got them cooking classes. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, if you know, if you know, like I'm not here to give you the game. I'm talking about the game is to be sold, but if you know, that you know what I mean? That's a superpower right there. You put that on your tool belt, my nigga. Level up in life. You know what I'm talking about? Level up in life. Think about it. Think about it. You know what I mean? Instead of taking it out to eat, you just put something together, my nigga. Yeah, that part. You know? But yes, his food is superbly good. His food is, man, something else. But KT, the arch degree, if y'all haven't never ate nothing that KT put, KT a scientist. So he put the same type of scientific attention to his plates that he does to his research. And he put a mean, ooh, man. He did some shit with mango. He did curry mango before. Oh my goodness. Brr. When is the Millie podcast dropping? It already dropped. Yeah, it's already on their channel. I'm not putting it on my channel. You got to go to 3 Millie. You got to go to 3 Millie. I got a high level conversation with 19 Keys coming up soon too. We filmed that last Wednesday or Thursday. So that'll be rolling out sooner than later. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, we just working. You know what I'm talking about? We working, you know what I mean? And we working, and I want to say thank you to everybody who have supported the classes over the last 2 years and whatnot. Y'all are a very big part of why I'm still working. Y'all are the ones who basically help restore the faith, you know what I mean, and let me know that I'm doing something right and whatnot. And I'm doing this for y'all, you know what I mean? The support that y'all give me, I give it back. So that is I'm appreciative of every single KT Alien student. And for the ones that who haven't gotten to the class, all I would say is what you waiting for. You know what I mean? What you waiting for? Fireside Jamaican restaurant. Okay, I'm gonna tell the wifey about that. It's in Lithonia. I see a bunch of y'all saying that. Okay, are they vegan? Or are they vegan? Or I'm gonna just have to get a spinach patty. Like, what are we doing? Because I eat me some Jamaican food, boy. That's one of my top. That's one of my top plates. It's Jamaican. You feel me? You know, I got two Jamaican children, so you know how I am about that Jamaican. Will you do another gathering at Stone Mountain? Yeah, I think we going up there for the solstice tomorrow, but I don't know if it's gonna be one of those big gatherings. It might be small, but I'm thinking about we thinking about July because there's an alignment that's coming on July 3rd. Um, Shout out to Al Kibalon. I'm gonna reach out to Al Kibalon and we're gonna try to do something with Al Kibalon maybe on July 3rd or either right before that. But yeah, we're gonna pull up. We're gonna pull up and we're gonna make something happen because I want everybody to be aware of the alignment that's coming in a few weeks because it's time to do the rituals. It's time for ceremony. It's time for you to gather with your loved ones or your team or your network or whatever. Go to an island or something, but definitely tap in. Definitely tap in. It's coming up. Okay, so we'll keep you informed about that. But yeah, the Stone Mountain thing is definitely gonna happen again. Just stay with me on social media and you'll know when that's coming. We're not just gonna throw it out there. That's one of the reasons why we're not gonna promote the tomorrow because it's too last minute. You know what I mean? We just might go up there and do some meditations, blow some trees, you know what I mean? Do a little bit of stretching and breathing and shit. And that part. Yeah. Yeah, 3 milli is the truth. Him and his wife, we definitely stand behind them. Yeah. If okay, a lock beauty, okay, definitely. If you're gonna pull up, definitely pull up. Yeah, our Kibelon, man, shit. It's been a whole bunch of shit going on with solar flares. Damn near everything that he was talking about in his last two classes, I've been seeing it come through in the universe and in the cosmos. So he does have a lot to talk about. And like I said, this alignment that's coming up on July the 3rd, this shit is lit. This shit is powerful. This is a very, very monumental, powerful, serious lineup. So we want to get y'all ready for that. So look out for the end of the month class with our Kibalon 44. As we always do every month, we do a class for KTL University. So we will be bringing a brother front and center to drop something before the end of the month. And then I'm going to do the stream chasers as well. So we might do something back to back. We might do a Saturday and a Sunday, or we might do either a Sunday and a Monday. I don't know. I'm going to talk to the team once again, but we got information that needs to come out. We got information that we need to give to the people. We got information that I'm sitting on, and shit, it ain't gonna do me no good to have it by myself. I want to share it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I think the people are gonna benefit off of it. They're going to benefit off of it. So whenever you get fear put into you, whenever you hear somebody telling you about what the economy is not going to do and what it's going to do and how food shortages and all of that, I'm going to need you to refer to the motherfucking lecture that I'm going to put together and read the PDF. With this lecture, I'm also going to include a PDF ebook. So you could go and look at the ebook. It's going to have websites that you could go to and options that you can exercise and whatnot. Especially with the summer coming, you could go ahead and take this ebook and start a workshop. You could start summer school. You could go in your community center and teach the youth, the at-risk youth. You could teach the elders, the seniors. You could teach brothers and sisters who are looking for a job. Fuck looking for a job. You could create one. I'm just saying. You could create one. Or there's people in our community that are hiring. You want a job? You want to work for somebody conscious? You want to get some free CMOS? Jefferson, are you hiring? Jefferson in the building with the athletics. Check out the athletics Drippington. Okay, that's right here. That's what you'll see. We got the whole suit. Okay, check us out. You know what I mean? My dude got the cosmic Drippington. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if he's hiring, but we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. Especially if you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for something to do with your time and yourself. But yeah, this shit got me. Yeah. I stopped traffic with the drip. So I don't want nobody to be in fear. Life is challenging enough as it is. You feel me? Like we got through too much to be fucking bogged down in some manufactured fear that, as you can clearly see, they are making this shit. They're doing this on purpose, right? They're doing it on purpose. It's not called athletics. It's called athletics, like Africa, athletics. Okay, nice play on words. Athletics. Okay. Yeah. So Brother Rich has a show on Black Magic 363. When we finish this show, y'all should go run over there and check out Billy Carson. I believe he got Billy Carson on there tonight. Go tap in with the good brother. You feel me? And we're gonna be back for Third Eye Thursdays, but I feel like we're gonna be back with a show before Third Eye Thursdays, either on Tuesday or Wednesday, to promote what it is that we have coming up. We're gonna do something. We're gonna bring either a special guest or it'll just be me, whatever. But for the Stream Chasers class or workshop, I might bring something. I might bring a special guest with me. I might bring somebody who could definitely give more insight into, at least 4 or 5 of the 44 ways to thrive and strive for the rest of this quote unquote 2022, where we have 6 months, right? We have about 6 months left, right? Yeah, the 200th episode gonna be crazy. Who should I have on the 200th episode? I like to interact and engage with my audience and my network. It feels very organic to me. I like feeling like I'm adding y'all into the decision-making process. It's just us together. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Shit. I'm not that, I don't take myself that serious to whereas I'm only the one. I'm not Homelander and shit. My ego is not that inflated. So I'm willing to find out what y'all want to see or who y'all want to see or who y'all want me to bring on the channel or who y'all want me to bring back. This is, what I'm saying? This is Hands Across America. Rod Hayes and Sister Myra. I like that. Rod Hayes and Sister Myra. I'm talking about just let the people come on and build. Bring keys. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, that okay. 432 to drop. Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm gonna have to check that person out. I'm kind of new to 432 to drop, but y'all been saying the name a lot in the chat room, so I have to do my research. But I'm also bringing somebody that I for the 200 episode, it's not gonna be somebody new. I will have to bring the fam. The 20 should be a whole oh, see, Foxy Moon. I have to give you a face roller when I see you. Okay, Alkebalon, Blue Pill, AA, and Cambada. That's big right there. Dr. Phil Valentine. It's about time that Dr. come back, right? It's about time that Dr. Phil come back. Bring on Killer Priest. I would, but like I said, I'm gonna bring on alumni. You know what I mean? I want to bring alumni back. So I might bring the great hitters that have been, all through Melanin Monday 200th episodes. If y'all go through the whole trajectory, I had Professor Griff, we had 19 Keys, we had Blue Pillar, AA Rashid. We had a lot of episodes on quote unquote Melanin Monday. Remember we was doing it live in Atlanta? Shit was lit. You know what I'm talking about? Take it back to 125th Street with Blue Pill and Brother Rich. Yeah, right. That part. You know what I'm saying? We had Mama Pill on here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think KT. Yeah, KT needs to come through, man. I'm gonna have to bring KT, man. KT ain't been on Melanin Monday yet. If to my memory, if my memory serves me correct, I gotta bring my younger brother so he could blaze this shit. Alkebalon, KT, Cambada, Rod, Dr. Phil, Mama Pill, Blue. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's a super lineup right there. That's a lot of bombs going off. Yes. Okay, so Erica Williams talks about finances and waking our people up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Isis Wisdom and Flair Burn Broom. How do you pronounce that? Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm gonna go talk to the team, right? And the team is a bunch of mushrooms. And then we're gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna figure it out. You dig? Yeah, just the pillar family. Just the pillar family, right? I think that'll work too. Me, Blue, KT, and Mama. That'll be a powerful demonstration. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a powerful demonstration. And we could get in our bag. You know what I'm talking about? We could get in our bag. So yeah, man. I will I'm gonna marinate on all of these suggestions. These are some powerful suggestions. I really want to thank y'all for those suggestions. Let me leave my email for anybody that's gonna be interested in the quote unquote if the Thrive and Strive class. I'm going to give you my email and I want you to send me your email so I can add you to the email list, because when we send out the blast, I want you to be able to get your email so you can get your tickets, so that way, that's the easiest way, you know what I mean? Cuz I just try to do shit simple, you know what I mean? I work smarter and not harder. I work smarter, not harder. So we send out the blast. You get that shit. You get your motherfucking ticket, and then boom, it's easy. It's just as easy as that. This shit is not difficult. You get your ticket the day of the lecture. You get your link. You in the building. Pull up with some popcorn, and it's just as easy as that. It's not. It's not difficult. So the Mark 125th at Gmail. That would be the email that you would send your email to if you're interested in being a part of that quote unquote workshop / class. That's going to be at the end of this month, either the 26th or the 28th. And yeah, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to definitely make it happen. You feel me? We are going to make that shit pop. You know what I mean? Because that's what the people want. So we're going to give them what they want. So with that being said, I'm about to exit stage left. All right. It's been a beautiful time, beautiful build. Thank you everybody for pulling up and giving me, sharing this energy with me. It was well received. I was able to definitely, give back some energy, and hopefully it was all a good, fair exchange, right? Um, what's coming up? What other announcements? So I don't forget anything. Yeah. So yeah, KT needs to be on Melanin Monday. Is long overdue. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Let me have that man check his schedule. The Cash App, the Cash App is money sign Phil Moreland. is right there in the description. If in case you don't see it pinned and whatnot, is right in the description. Money sign Phil PHIL Moreland. That's what we need, right? MORELAND. We need that Moreland. You know what I'm talking about? We need to get that Moreland back, and everything will change. New music. Like I said, um, I've been having issues with the sound. It's just the sound. You know what I'm talking about? Jamaica. Yes, Jamaica is also on the bracket. Jamaica is also on the schedule. We did the proper meditation. We did the proper spiritual work, and we were able to collapse, that shit that the Biden administration had, to where they were sticking Q-tips up your nose when you came back into the United States. That's out of the way now. So Jamaica, I'll be making the announcement about Jamaica on the next show that we have coming up, along with the announcement about the Strive and Thrive 2022 lecture. Thank you for reminding me about that. We're doing Jamaica. Jamaica's going to be very affordable. You know what I'm talking about? We're doing 8 days in Jamaica, a spiritual retreat and whatnot. And it's going to be wild affordable, right? Underneath $5,000, right? It's going to be underneath $5,000. It's going to be very affordable. And we're going to do something on this retreat that we haven't never done before. And that's link up. That's link up. Yeah. Don't worry. The music is cooking. Don't worry about that. We got, you know what I'm saying? I think we're going to release a video tomorrow called Red Dots. So the music is coming. The music is coming. On the solstice, we're gonna put out a new song and shit. I would have loved for it to be an album, but it ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Still in the oven. So new music on the way. Love and light to everybody. And y'all stay focused, stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy. You know what I mean? Keep your head on swivel and whatnot. It's definitely, the energies are out there. If you seek it, you might find it. If you're looking for some smoke, my nigga, you might get that barbecue. You know what I'm talking about? So focus your energies on creating, focus your energies on thriving and striving, focus your energies on everything that will serve you properly. You don't want to be laid up with YSL, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want to be out there struggling, trying to get a bail and whatnot with some of your master teachers. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in no type of situation where you beefing with niggas in the summertime where it's 100 degrees outside. You don't want none of that stuff. You don't want none of that stuff. You want to keep your mind on, you want to keep your eyes on the prize. There's people doing shit behind the scenes, right? To make sure that everything is gonna be, done properly. You know what I mean? We got ancestors working behind the scenes in the quantum realm. You feel me? We hitting these mountains, doing rituals and whatnot, putting a covering over these babies. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that are working in the favor of the people, of the tribe, of the network. We're not working against each other. We're working for each other, right? Conflict resolution. Even when people bump heads and whatnot, we're doing our best to bring peace to this motherfucking movement. So with that being said, y'all, yeah. Shout out to Harlem. There was a mass shooting in Harlem. They took the life of a young man that they call Harlem's Angel, right? A basketball star that they call Harlem's Angel. They took his life, right? At a video shoot and whatnot. Harlem was turned up. You feel me? There's other places that was turned up and whatnot. I think at DC, Washington, DC, there was a shootout at a Juneteenth festival and whatnot. That part. You feel me? That part. Got to protect these babies, man. He was 21. Yeah, that one hurt. You know what I'm saying? That one hurt. When I read that story, that one hurt me. And I didn't know the young God, but chances are we've crossed paths, Me being in Harlem all of those years, this brother was probably walking past me many different times on 125th Street. So that shit, that's that's just tragic right there. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we got we gotta make this shit right for these children because it's a war going on outside. You feel me? It's a war going on outside. You know, that's why this whole shit is important. Like there's a lot resting on the shoulders of this whole demonstration. In Milwaukee too, Milwaukee is acting up. You know what I'm talking about? From Kings County to Cook County, shit is lit right now. And it's the youth, it's the young ones, it's the youngins and whatnot underneath these spells trapped into this fucking death culture. You know, I remember going on record talking very favorably about hip hop culture, but like I saw a video today from the good brother Daylight, and he was pointing out some discrepancies that really make sense. And it was like, this is not our culture. This is not our culture. We come from high culture. No disrespect to hip hop and whatnot, but this is not our culture. The fuck? We don't own that shit. This ain't our culture. Spinning on cardboards and spray painting on trains and whatnot. No disrespect to the architects, but my nigga, stop that. That's a real fucking that's not our culture. Our culture is very much scientific. Is heavily into engineering and whatnot. Look at the fucking creators. Look at the engineers. Look at all of the inventors from the 1800s. We're doing them a discredit. Look at Black Wall Street. They was out there striking oil. That was a culture. Look at what we was doing with our Aboriginal tribes and shit like that. How we was living and whatnot. How we had these sacred sites, these mounds and these mountains and whatnot. And we was making it really rain and whatnot. That's culture, high culture. Stop playing. Stop playing. So I respect hip hop for what it has done. You know what I mean? But that's not the end or be all to our culture. We bigger than that. Because niggas think it's just about rapping and whatnot. Because even when you say hip hop is the culture, they just look at MCing. They not looking at none of that other shit. They're not looking at the 5 pillars. They just like, oh, I can rap. I'm gonna make words rhyme. That's cool and all, but it's more than that to life. It's bigger than that. I love hip hop. I love being an artist and whatnot. I love the creativity that comes with it and shit like that. But it ain't enough to hold me. That's a fucking that whole industry is a trap. It's a succubus. It's an incubus. It's been raping our people since time immemorial. Rock and roll was fleecing our people. Soul music, when they had the mafia had their hands in it, and the small hats and whatnot. A lot of these quote unquote industries have not been bringing us the type of solstice that we need and whatnot. So yeah, rhyming is scripture for sure. Rhyming is spell casting and shit like that. Like I said, it's part of our superpowers, but it's not the end or be all. When you go in your bag and whatnot, that's not at the bottom of the Birkin bag, my nigga. That's at the top of the bag. That's at the top of the bag. But the culture, how it stands right now, where we identify it as a deaf culture, that's not our culture. It's not our culture. Okay, that is not our culture. It's been coerced. It's being driven by somebody else. There's a hidden hand that's moving that shit, that's funding it and whatnot. It's not us. We're not funding it. We're not the bankers behind it. We're not the hidden hand behind it, so to say. So, even though the consciousness has been monumental in influencing the counterculture that exists within the culture, and the counterculture is Black consciousness or the conscious movement. The fact that these artists are becoming quote unquote influenced by the groundwork that's taking place on the grassroots levels and whatnot is touching them. Niggas is vegan now. They're not willfully ignorant. They're aware of their ignorance. If these niggas is ignorant, they're aware of it, right? They're just dumbing themselves down for a few fucking trinkets and whatnot, but they're aware that they're ignorant. Prior to this, niggas wasn't even aware that they was ignorant. They just thought that they was doing them. It's uncomfortable being super ignorant right now. There's a pressure for being super ignorant. Not like it was in 2003, 4, 5, all the way up to the 13s and shit like that. These niggas was getting away with that shit and they didn't feel no type of way. They was sleeping good at night. You can't sleep good at night if you keep killing our people and leading them to the motherfucking slaughter. It's pressure. So there's some type of balance, even if it's unseen. Even if it's unseen. You sent me a little blessing. Man, thank you. I tell everybody like they tell me, Red, keep going. Red, keep pushing. Red, keep your foot on their neck. I'm like, shit, keep supporting. Keep supporting. That's the shit that gets me up. You know what I mean? Feeling good in the morning, in the rising. You know what I'm talking about? That reassures that I'm doing something good. Because if there's no support, then I gotta question this shit. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I out here doing? What am I doing? I could just be spending time with the babies. You know? I can spend time with the babies. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of them are intelligent but play dumb in public. Well, the pressure is coming, my niggas. Like, we not letting up. They gonna feel, you know, they're gonna feel like nincompoops when we done with them. We're not gonna allow dumbing yourself down to be the new thing. We're over my dead body. We're not just gonna just sit back and allow that shit to proliferate. Nah, niggas got away with that for too long. We're gonna make this shit cool to be fucking smart and wise again and intelligence. That's gonna be the new black. This is severely imbalanced. So all I'm saying is just bring the balance. Look at the shirt. It says my eye. You know, be a knuckle dragger. You know what I'm saying? Be on your low vibe shit. Be on 21. You feel me? Be in your bag, nigga. You niggas could go dance with Drake all you want. Just keep it balanced. Keep it balanced. Superman had to eventually take his cape off, and Peter Parker, you know, Spider-Man had to be Peter Parker every now and then. You can't be in that shit all the time. You can't be in the air. You can't be in your motherfucking in your knuckle dragger phase your whole life. You got to show some signs of intelligence. You got to balance it out. You got to balance it out. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas are severely unbalanced. So there's this whole thing of societal pressure for smart indigo crystals and star seeds to dumb themselves down around these dumbass little niggas that they be around. And I'm here to say hell to the fucking no. Who's writing those rules? Let these geniuses shine. Let these young gods and goddesses shine their lights. Let them feel comfortable being fucking woke or conscious, whatever you want to call it. We got to create an environment where we reward them for that. I'm not putting it on the shoulders of the knuckle draggers or the small hats. That's not what they're here to. They're the Pied Pipers. They're here to pillage the village. They're here to suck the life and the talent from the people. They're here to fleece the sheep. You'll never put a fucking requirement like that on their shoulder. Their shoulders will break. They can't even hold that. It's on us. I got 3 children, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a parent. I'm down with the PTA. I'm a card carrying parent. So I have an obligation to make sure that whatever I'm sending out into the world, whatever children that I'm putting out into this world, that these children are going to add something to the motherfucking upliftment of fallen humanity. That's my purpose. You feel me? And the children, the new ones that's coming, because I be meeting them. I need to wear a GoPro camera or a motherfucking body cam so y'all can see a day in the life of the shit that I be seeing. But the children that I'm meeting, it's like at Juneteenth, this strong end, the little babies that was running up to me from 2 years old all the way up to 18, 19. They not playing, bro. They asking me questions. Well, I be like, hold on, let me Google that. They not, they got, you should see the light in their eyes. So it's on us to build an environment that's going to reward them for their genius. It's on us to build a safe environment to whereas they could show their powers and whatnot. It's on us to create an institution and an environment and a movement, right? To whereas they don't ever have to think twice about how they're gonna make their bread and whatnot. They cannot go and work for no Europeans. They cannot be a part of the brain drain. They could not let Mensa snatch them up and put them at Lockheed Martin or IBM or any one of these corporations where they're gonna turn our geniuses into people who create weapons or weaponize their intellect against our own people, making shots, the Jabbington. They're going to make them weird scientists and whatnot. That's what they do to our people. We got a lot in our hands right now. Even if you don't got babies, you an auntie and an uncle. Stop playing. Yeah, they definitely older than us. The shit that my 2-year-old be doing, I be asking my mama, I ask my father, I ask my brothers. I be like, yo, do you remember any fucking 2-year-olds doing shit like this? They be like, hell no. We wasn't advanced like this at 2. We wasn't in we was some little timid ass children, remember? Because niggas' grandmamas was giving you that look like, nigga, what? Like these children don't have timidness in them. They not timid. They not easily intimidated. They going for what the fuck they want. Like you can't hold them back, bro. They have this assuredness in them. I'm like, where did you get that shit from, bro? I would like some of that. You know what I'm talking about? They are sure about some shit, bro. I don't know who's talking to them in their left ear, but they got this confidence that I'm impressed by. So let's not let them down. Because they're going to grow up and fuck you up. You know what I'm talking about? They got that type of energy. They're going to pull your hair out. You know what I'm saying? They not going to, you know how they beating up old people in the group homes right now? This shit, they going to dial the clock back. They're going to start fucking niggas up at 20 years old. The 20-year-olds is going to get stomped out by these young kids. They're not going to wait for you to go to the group home to abuse you. They're going to start stomping niggas out now. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. I think I've said enough. You dig? I think I've said enough. So I'll leave y'all with that. Yeah. And share the stream, hit the like button, do all of that robotic shit that gets you, get you through the day. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll be back. All right. We shall return. All right.